Hey guys, part-time doomer here, coming in for another part 2 of this video, and you'll never see part 1 because, it was kind of interrupted by my sister coming in, thinking that I was talking to someone, but I wasn't. I was just filming a review. And today, I will be reviewing an album that I really should have reviewed sooner, and gotten into sooner, actually. And it's called Hooray for Boobies, and it's by the Bloodhound Gang. Um, Now, I've known about them for a while. Like, I heard their song Bad Touch, which is the one everyone knows. I heard it, over the summer. I was listening to the radio one day, and it just came on, and I'm like, this is cool. Because the thing about Bad Touch is, I mainly listen to an alternative station, 101.1, and, they play alternative, right? So it all kind of blends together at the same point, or at least the new stuff does. It's all just 2010s alternative. You know what that sounds like, probably. But this song comes on, and it's got like a techno beat driving the whole thing, which is extremely unique for a song on the radio these days. I mean, it's not a new song. This album came out in 2000, but so you have that beat. You have very comedic lyrics, but they're extremely well written. Like, all across their entire career, Bloodhound Gang made these really well written lyrics and somehow managed to make them like some of the funniest things you'll ever hear. But at the same time, you don't feel like unfulfilled listening to their music. Like, oh my gosh, what is my dog doing? You don't feel unfulfilled listening to their music, because like, there's just something about it. Like, when you listen to like a parody or whatever, it's like, yeah, this is funny, but like, I don't really want to listen to this unironically, you know what I mean? But with Bloodhound Gang, you could listen to it all day and still feel like you actually listened to something instead of just like parodies or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I found out about this song and I was like, holy crap, this is great. So I looked up a little bit about Bloodhound Gang, and this was all in like July of 2018. And then I kind of like, didn't really do much after that without, hearing the song occasionally on the radio and enjoying it. But later, I got very close to someone, and one of their favorite bands is Bloodhound Gang. And they were like, oh, you should listen to them. I'm like, wait a second, I know who they are. So I know I prefer CDs and, old school things, but on Amazon Music, they had an album from 2015. It was their last album, actually, called Hard Off, and I listened to that, and I kind of got in. Oh my gosh, dog. I got into it, and then eventually, February of this year rolled around, and I found this album at Phi, which is the local music store around here. And I started listening to it, and it's just great. Like, this is a really good album. Like, you wouldn't think it from, like, the album art, but it just really is. But, anyway, getting into this album. So, you see on the cover of it, you have all these, things representing, like, boobs and stuff like that, and then you have the individual band members kind of scattered throughout. And on the back, it's kind of the same deal. Like, you have a picture of all of them with some porn stars of the time, probably, and track listing, everything standard like that. And an interesting little thing, like, after, all the copyright stuff and rights reserved and everything, you have, it just says, the 5 coolest words in the English language are pickle, monkey, cobalt, spackle, and wasps. Like, what the heck? Opening it up, you see the CD, and it looks pretty standard. But if you take a closer look, no, this camera's crap. But it says, attention, insert tongue into circular opening to stimulate nipple. It's just details like that just make this album great. And the packet inside shows 5 band members, and it says, no reason to live, but we like it that way. And you open it up, and it's it's your standard lyrics pack, or at least it looks like it's your standard lyrics packet, right? You know, you got all these lyrics. And on one of the other sides, well, and then you have stuff like who edited the album and everything that says Bloodhound Gang Hate Club instead of Fan Club. And then there's a bunch of there's a huge amount of people that they thanked, but I'm not going to read that because this video is already 5.5 minutes long. But for their actual lyrics packet, or the lyrics, they just have stuff like, instead of putting the actual lyrics, they do stuff like, thinks this is music, explicit lyrics, singing in tune, vocals by Marlboro, the Devil's Six String Delights, bass smash, schmass, monkey beats, wiki wiki wax, and it's just like stuff like that for all the lyrics. And but as for the individual songs on this album, they're wonderful. Like, it opens up with a song called "I Hope You Die," and it is the most. It's a really good song. It slaps, as they say. But that goes into some other songs. Inevitable Return of the Great White Dope, and that transitions into a phone call between the lead singer, Jimmy Pop, and his mom, and he's asking her like to find words that rhyme with vagina or something, and then that leads into Mope. And apparently there was like, in 2000 there was like a huge meme around the song Mope, like because they have like a part of the song where Pac-Man comes out of nowhere and he talks about how he's high on crack or whatever, and like apparently that was like a huge meme back in 2000. Of course I wouldn't remember that because, you know, I wasn't born in 2000, neither was I wasn't born, but that goes into Yummy Down on This, and in the middle of Yummy Down on This, it's a really good song, but all of a sudden it's just him like making vomiting, like dry heaving noises, and it's just like, when you're trying to blast that in traffic, you have to like turn it down because it's like vomit noises. And that leads into Ballad of Chasey Lane, which is a song about how he basically wanted to eat like this porn star's ass, and he kept writing letters to her and she wouldn't respond. It goes into RSVP, Magna Cum Nada, and then of course Bad Touch. And then right after Bad Touch, it's a track called The Cough That Came with a Prize, and it's just the singer coughing. Take the Long Way Home is basically a song about like life just being a pointless drive, so you might as well take the long way home. Hell Yeah is a song that talks about how if he was God, he would just do all these things. Right Turn Clyde I really love. It basically is like it has like its own, you know, like very slow beat, but the one unique part about the song is that like it kind of, like the refrain kind of parodies another Brick in the Wall, and it's just, all in all you're just another dick with no balls. And then that leads into a song called A Lap Dance Is So Much Better When the Stripper Is Crying, and apparently that was based off a true story. Like for his birthday, the rest of the band members got the lead singer like a stripper, and she was giving him a lap dance, and she was crying because like she was talking about how she needed this money to like pay off her, like, I don't know, like her grandpa's like hospital bills or something, which is just awful. But that leads into a 10-second track of blank silence called The 10 Coolest Things About New Jersey. And then that leads into Along Comes Mary, which is probably the only normal song on the album. And then after that, it's just 20 tracks of silence, and then like a track of like them just trying to like do stuff with the album, and it has like the porn star that was in Ballad of Chasey Lane. But this album, it's wonderful. It's so incredibly stupid, but it's wonderful. So if you get the chance, pick it up. And this review is right under 10 minutes right now, so this is kind of where I'm going to cut it off, but do yourself a favor, pick up Hooray for Boobies. You won't regret it.